Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb. Welcome back to this Let's Play of Call to Power 2 as Canada. Things are progressing along. Still fumbling about on everything. Trying to recall how the heck to play this game. Mostly it's just a matter of getting all the darn cities to build things. Build everything. Let's see, eco-transits.
Construction started.
Did we get the last transports we needed? We did, so it's... Oops. There we go, great. That trade route. Lovely. So now all our goods are being sent out. None of them are being pirated because we are friends with everyone. So we're gonna go through here and stop building the freight transports, or at the very least add some other things. Might be time to just switch our towns over to infrastructure construction. I'm kind of wanting to wait until I get the hydroponic farms, which is not that far away. At least now we fixed our trade issue, I think. You already have that queued. That's fine then. I think we're okay there. Gonna hold off. I'm gonna have to build quite a few oil refineries soon, I think.
Building complete.
We're definitely sailing around with transports now. Hopefully not delivering bad news to me. Speaking of that cannon that they just planted right next to me, where did that one go? Where did that cannon go? That was over here. You just fortified on top of my square there. I don't know if I approve of that.
Construction started.
Okay, so in 3 turns we should not be building any freight transports. That's basically what I'm reading out of that.
Building complete.
Global defense, excellent. I saw an aircraft carrier there.
Building complete.
And they definitely have tanks. Kind of scary. Okay, now there shouldn't be any freighters in the queue. Actually, there are a few, so we need to fix that.
Construction started.
Fine, build one. That's okay, I suppose. And we have some oil refineries to rush by. Need to get production going in these new cities.
Building complete.
What was that odd naval sound? Did they... Was that a submarine or something in the south here? I wonder. Come on, Calgary.
Construction
Eco-transits.
started.
Yeah, we need all the stuff to help contract pollution. I probably should actually go in and make a massive build queue order so that they so that I don't have to click this all the time. I mean, the amount of cities means that'll be a lot of clicking to get everything built every single time. You finished all that, good.
Construction started.
So at least these towns now have some decent production buildings. That's kind of what I need the most. Need them to actually produce.
Construction started.
Actually produce enough resources to build all the buildings. I mean, specializing cities. What kind of nonsense is that, huh? What kind of nonsense is that? Tile improvements. Let's see now. We've gone through and made all the mega mines. You can always go through and make all the national parks too. I do a fair few trade hubs. Which is the thing you build on forests? That's not a mega mine. Is it? No, it's not. Oops. Missed that earlier. Okay, so let's sweep through your cities here and establish natural preserves at the very least. Wherever applicable. Which in the south here is actually in quite a lot of places. Can I even build? There we go. Trying to move the map, move the cursors with the tile picker active is just ugh. There we go. One for you. That's shopping malls. That's not what you're gonna have. Everything up here is fine. Ugh. Still find it kind of amusing that shopping malls are the ideal tile for a the ideal thing in a forest. Still, okay. That's actually all our public work points. Wow. Okay. Put them to use, if nothing else.
Building complete. Building
Sounds like
complete.
they built helicopters. Yeah, I do think that science deal was an absolute wrong thing for us to do. I have a feeling that they're catching up. And how? No, not there. There. Oh yeah. See? They've almost completely caught up. So that trade deal was an absolute bonkers move by me. Okay. So now I know that. Note to self, do not ever negotiate a deal. Especially since I can't seem to get rid of it. I'd have to declare war in order to do that. And yeah, I assume I have to declare war in order to get rid of that treaty. Boo! Okay, if we're that close in tech, I need to fix that spy thing. Why are you building freight transports? No, 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 no. No freight transports for you. Smash up the agency instead. And I mean really smash it out. There we go.
Satellite imaging processing. Code red. Dissident identified in Sector 1 and Sector 7.
We've got our eye on you.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay, fine. So 50% chance of catching spies. Sounds good to me. Oh, I clicked away one of those thingamabobs. First of all, pollution in Niagara. Isn't it down here somewhere? Oh, it's over there. There it is. Okay, no tile actually affected. And at least one town isn't building anything.
Construction started.
So yeah, taking up the tech treaties was a massive mistake. Ah well. Live and learn, I suppose.
Building complete.
I assume then that what the trade treaty actually does is to give you a reduction on the cost for all techs you do not have that the one you're trading with has. So until they have caught up and are actually ahead of me on something, we won't get anything out of it. So we basically gave them a ton of techs, as far as I can understand. And that is rather vexing, since there was no tooltip for it. No explanation of how it works. And now we've spent most of our money. Not all of it, but quite a lot of it. And I don't think we're gonna buy anything else. I'm gonna save up the money for wonders.
Building complete. Construction started. Construction started.
Let's see now, 17,000 production stored up. Still need quite a few preserves, I think. Or do we? No, we didn't need a few up here. And just a square south, I think. No? Oh, that's actually out of this inner city square. At least we have decent vision range now for most places. Not sure why they have so many navies out and about. I don't like that, but these two towns, grr, want to kill. Want to kill so badly. Oh, okay, so we do push the border out when the city border expands. Okay, that's cool. Because this square belonged to the Persians earlier. So at least I can expand that way. It looks like they're just finally settling in the last few bits of land in the north, which is fine by me. I've taken pretty much what I want until we get to the sea, which is the next step.
Building complete.
I'm just gonna do that instead and go from here. Works just as well.
Construction started.
And yeah, let's try that. And we might get a few more buildings, so why not? And you're out of buildings. You're gonna build infrastructure.
Started. Construction started. Construction started.
Oh, you like the oil refinery? No, you don't. Relocating the capital is remarkably cheap. Yeah, I know I said I was gonna save the gold for wonders, but yeah, production is nice too.
Building complete. Construction started. Building complete.
Why is tech taking so long? It feels like it takes ages. Grr. But yeah, again, I assume that the trade treaties is why I am not able to get ahead of the AI on tech. And I don't really want to declare war on them, and I can't really cancel it any other way, so...
started.
Catch 22.
Construction started.
Still, we'll survive.
Building complete.
Oh yeah, let's see here. Arcologies, that will increase overcrowding and that kind of stuff. Increases the max size of a city. Right, I forgot about that. There's actually a cap on growth. Fluid breathing. Better scout sub. Space flight, space plane, right? What does that do again? Ah yes, that's massive transports. You can basically get just about anywhere immediately. And superconductor gives us the maglev. Let's have a look at the goals. Our goal is still genetics. We need robotics. Robotics require nuclear power. Nuclear power requires these 2 techs, which we have, but it's not available on the list. I'm going to go with superconductor, because then we can at least tie all our towns together with the fastest possible road network. Everything else is fine. There was one city that was empty.
Construction started. Building complete. Construction started.
Guess it's gonna be infrastructure from this point on. So, did any of our towns go into production overdrive? Yeah, Montreal and Memphis. Just barely, I believe 400 is the cutoff. So they're doing okay there. Cairo is producing no science. Huh? Wait a second, why would you produce no science at all? Oh, whoa, wait a second. So you're telling me that... Oh, you have commerce. You should have commerce. Yes, you have a commerce base. So why aren't you producing any science? Huh. I find this a kind of strange. Have I misunderstood how science work? I thought it was pretty much like in all the other civs, where you basically get some science out of your terrain and your population, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. Because in other civs you have it starts with commerce or trade or whatever you want to call it, and that's computed into science, but that's not the case here. That is not the case with Cairo. Because that town has commerce. I mean, we see they have gold. And 80% should be rooted to science, but they're getting nothing. Why is that? I mean, and they have a huge population. It shouldn't be because of that. White Horse, much the same thing. Huh. Okay, let's investigate this. Let's try to make a single nature preserve here in Cairo. I just want to see if that changes the dynamic. If they suddenly start producing science because they have an improvement. Something strange there.
Mission accepted.
Building complete.
That sounded like a spy somewhere. I always click on the wrong side, don't I? We're here, that's Cairo. Hasn't been built yet.
Building complete.
Oh, I'm building freight transports galore again, aren't I? Let's see, Whistler. Yeah, you're gonna stop, that's cool. Banff. You're not gonna stop, so I need to fix that. And yeah, you're all gonna stop, that's fine. And there was one that finished its queue, wasn't it? Yeah, 2 of them. Cobalt.
Construction started.
Yeah, not capitalization. Don't particularly need money.
Construction started.
Seems fine. And back to Memphis. Or Cairo. Cairo, there we go. Okay, Cairo, now you have a nature preserve. Are you producing science? You are. Okay, in that case I might have to go through my towns and make sure that all the young and small inferior towns at least have one nature preserve. Since apparently that is almost a requirement for them to actually produce any kind of science whatsoever. Which is kind of odd, but let's try. That is not St. John's. Oh, misclick, there we go. There we go. Hello, St. John's. Nature preserve. I can't build it actually on any terrain, any on mountains terrain. I will build it there for now. Yeah, Banff has one. Because of its port, probably. Yeah, okay, so science is actually based on those commerce buildings. Oh! Oh, yeah, that's... okay, fine, so I'm gonna need a lot of these nature preserves in order to boost my tech. Oh... Okay, let's build a few of them then, in the area around Ottawa. A lot of preserves, you're gonna build some mega mines. Up in the mountains, still waiting for the hydroponic farms. For the rest of the stuff there. The river valley, yeah, let's preserve that. And the shoreline. And see how much Ottawa improves once all that stuff finishes. Ottawa currently produces, let's see, an insane amount of science. 1400 science and 600 production. Yeah, 1400 roughly. Let's see if we can recall that number. Should take 2 turns.
Negative. Maintaining status until next turn.
Construction started.
Negative. Maintaining status until next turn.
Is that the helicopter then that's giving that little blurb? I wonder. Not quite sure which unit does that blurb. Okay, first of all, Ottawa should have all their improvements done. How much better has Ottawa become? Production went up by 100 points. Science went up by like 700 points. Yeah. Okay, so if we want to improve in science, we really have to build these commerce buildings. Joe! I feel like a fool right now. I really should have done that a long time ago then. Still, I'm gonna wait now until we get the last era techs. Might as well. And then we probably will actually get ahead of them, because they've been doing this properly. I haven't. That's probably a big reason why. Oh well. And we're gonna get there. Superconductors and all that fun stuff. We're gonna get there. But not this time. It is time for a short break, and we'll try to recover from all these fantastic mistakes of mine next time. Thank you for watching.